Hello people, it's me, Libloini. We are back with Found Minnesota. The one god that will kill them all and then ascend to Super Mega Prime Godhood here in Dominion 6. We are playing Xibalba, Middle Ages. And we have finished some more research this turn in Conjuration level 3, and what was the second one? Enchantment was reached to level 3. This means now... what exactly? Yes, lesser winter world. So I can have some protection against cold myself. Area of effect 1. Well, it's a lower level spell. We're still on our way to the bigger ones. And Conjuration 3. Which now means we can summon some shit underwater if we absolutely need to. And some yetis. Funny. This is actually kind of interesting, but we have no water-air combo, I think. We're still on our way upwards here. School of Sharks is one of the more useful battle spells underwater. We are now up to Conjuration 4 and 5, so we can spam water elementals underwater and on land, I guess. Yeah, it looks everything is on its way. Not much news there. Then we had Creditor. Province income +5. That's some lucrative trade. 5 gold coins more per turn. Oh, sorry, the currency is actually gold pounds or something. Then White Lake. The local mage has been lynched. Underwater, which is why we got fire and astral gems. Yeah. The curse of randomly generated events, I'm guessing. So. Yes, I guess. I remember now. Resources 61, resources 42, but the recruitment points are higher. What is the difference here? Shamblers. Okay, Shamblers are expensive, don't do much. And I'm a bit nerved. In earlier Dominions games I had, I think, more hit points or something. I don't remember them being as useless as they are here. Only good thing is they have 2 attacks. So even though their attack rolls will be terrible, at least they get a second chance to hit someone. On the other hand, with their low protection, even their 22 hit points can't save them from being absolutely murderized. So they're, on the other hand, yeah, they don't need as much resources as anything else, since they're just big bulky monsters with claws. Then we have the Atlantean Militia. Extremely shitty. Yeah, they're completely useless. You only have them if you have no other option. And in Mu, it's exactly the same thing. Let's take a look here. Lots of Shamblers to recruit, I suppose. And then we have this region with fish people. Not really useful, no. And we have the basic Triton. They have coral knives, which can poison someone. Thematic consisting of poison frogs, but they are far too squishy with 0 protection. We don't really have anything to attack those Ember Clan girls because they are heavily armed and good fighters. Exact the opposite from everything we can get underwater. So you, my friend, go on searching, site searching, then Shamblers everywhere. This is something better. We have the Triton Guard, which has a shield. And a Coral Spear, which means I can poison people from a bit further away. But still, the case of 10 hit points and 0 protection makes them fairly easy to kill. And we have a version without shield. So, that's depressing. So technically speaking, a large chunk of Shamblers is still better. No idea what this is about. Why is he moving those troops around? Is he building up more fortresses? He can't attack us really without causing some losses if I interpret our weird ass in-game system of non-aggression correctly. And yes, we are still in an app, so he has to warn me. Or when contacting our province defense, his army will probably retreat. It also can go underwater, I'm sure. That's a big army of Pythium. Now cut off because armor is kind of ornery. Well, not our problem. Our underwater fuckers are underway and will reach Quadra in 2 more turns. And we have 0 money. Yeah, okay. We are still kind of preparing for warfare. Oh, those archers are cute. And my mountain of chaff here. With these clowns here. Yeah, that's a lot of fucking stuff. It's probably better to go to a double line formation for more fuckery. Before I'm scripting mages, I possibly will just move them out. So, let's see. One of the big mages, the Big Mac mages. Oh, I have more than one level 4 mage now. But I'll leave one for purposes of... I just realized I don't really need a prophet because I have this lady here. But of course I can do some things the other way around. Let's see. A bunch of mages who are also priests. Well, I can invade from up there. Yeah, we have to keep things together, I guess. Let's send as many units over here as possible. Fuck! It takes me 2 more turns until the army is here. Also, fuck, I keep forgetting to look up a proper name for a prophet. Don't want to risk something. But since I need 2 turns, I will do the following things. Next turn, I'll actually look up a new thematic name for Fountain, Minnesota, and announce a new prophet, since I apparently completely forgot that my prophet died a long time ago. Become prophet, yeah. Next turn, my friend. And in 2 turns from now, the army is ready to invade. And we'll see if our cheap chaff and some arrows backed up with magic tactic will work or not. At least if we manage to get those guys stuck, they will also get poisoned and weakened by our Frogese. And then black plate infantry. Well, that's not as bad. Sure, they can kill potentially a lot of frogs, but if they get stuck and then destroyed, there are also a lot of heavily resource-intensive units that are being deleted. It's still calm on the front of Pyrene. Since this army is now marching off, we need an actual for-real army leader. So sorry, backup. We need one of those Murials. And we have 1 left over, but nothing useful. Oh, assassin has... I keep forgetting this. Okay, why not? Let's add an assassin, since we lost our 1 assassin long time ago. Then, of course, some sacreds and some bullshit. Can I add something else? Like missiles? 8, 2, 6. Why not? So, next lord. So my plan is now that this army will get a prophet in it next turn, we'll then bring it in 2 turns. And the next army I'm growing up now will get this Muraya as combat commander plus Mumich, this lady here, as a caster capable of divine blessing everyone. And then I'll just keep on throwing in the insane numbers of frogs. So this is done. Man, I wanted to attack in 6 turns. Now it's actually getting close to 6 turns. And Asphodel will probably not wait much longer. Too bad I'm still in the middle of the work week, so the number of time I can talk is kind of ridiculously less. I also have to still make a drawing for him. Well, let's look at the time. It's this late again. Well, okay, I'm ending my recording now, and then I'll have to later log in again to make a screenshot. Oh wait a minute. Can I get this on time? So, okay. I keep forgetting, since I'm recording this video, I already have screenshots. I just have to open the video, I don't have to go back in. So this should be enough. Now I can give him a map where I'm showing that my second army will attack from Quedra into Bitra and then probably try to close the choke point in Daika. My main army will set up shop on Daika, cutting off the other provinces up north. And since Bitra has nothing there, I can probably just keep this scout as a sieger and claim the Cloudbreakers before moving back and finishing up. Hey, maybe I can even get the Felden Forest. Now I have to take a look below. Possible. He can have Ulm if he wants to. But I want is to delete a possible enemy right next to my cap thanks to the stupid mountains. Pirene is bad enough, but Ulm is a bit too much. If we can delete Ulm and get all those juicy provinces, the more the merrier. We'll also gain more fortresses. But I guess we don't really need more than one here, especially since they're sucking resources off from each other. They're suboptimal. Really a waste of money. I probably leave one of them here simply because it will be an annoying waste of time for Pirene and keeps them off my back. Still probably need another one down here. And that is my plan for now. I will go to do this, and then I will try to concentrate on getting this throne down below here. And after we are victorious, well, let's see. Sooner or later we'll probably have to dissolve our non-aggression pact with Abysia since they're just too weak. And they're kind of out of options. I mean, even if they ask us for help, it's kind of hard to reach Pythium from where we are. Even if we manage to defeat Ulm, we are then bordering Pirene and Scaleria. But let's see what Asphodel thinks. Maybe we're assaulting Scaleria next, and since I'm bordering them, it should be possible to help out. That's what I call future music. Right now, our limited war goals are to gain this long stretch at the minimum and maybe gaining the Felden Forest if we can get him. Everything else, including the province right to the north of Ulm, can fall out to Asphodel because I don't care really. Capitals are nice, but getting all those provinces and gifting the center of Ulm to Asphodel in the process is where the diplomacy is at. And I need to take time to get the forces to gaining control of the Sea of the Mermaids, which is more important still. Also, I still have to plan to march into Laria if we can before anyone else. I probably need to think about something involving assassins, because if I can take out the Anunnaki sitting there, we already have one. So, I have a shade somewhere, I think. Yeah, can you please go looking what's up over there? And why are there still independents? Is this one of those nations like Yuba? Do we have Yuba in this game? No. And int has a different color than gray, I suppose. Mystery. Well, anyway, that's my progress report for this turn. Lebluini out, and we'll see us next time. Hello people, it's me, Lebluini, and we are back here with Found Minnesota, god of Xibalba, sinkholing the world, here in Dominion 6. A lot of things happen this turn and on Discord, as I've talked with the player of Asphodel, the Nightmare Plant Nation, and we have agreed on a way to fight Ulm, our newest enemy. But first, what has the backup found? Submerged catacombs. Huh, death underwater. Well, helpful, I guess. So on it goes. Also, my army and my pretender reach Quadra next turn. Finally, Asphodel is now ordering the attack for next turn, which will probably surprise Ulm a bit, since now that we have agreed upon what kind of what province is going to which one of us. Well, just saying that while next turn Asphodel will be bowling down to Ulm and trying to get all those juicy provinces here, we'll be arriving in our staging grounds. Is there something here I can recruit? Well, not much. Some more frogs, I suppose. Wow, that's a lot of recruitment points. Some cheap chaff to add to my little box of horrors here. I can even make it to a second squad, so that not all of those frogs die immediately until if they encounter someone. Probably go something with those guys in the middle, these guys in front, another squadron here in front, and this guy here. And my pretender a bit here, so a bit to the back so that it doesn't immediately run forward. Are there now any other spells I've unleashed? Not yet, nothing too useful. I mean, he is fairly good at water magic, so I could Falling Frost now. Oh, this is hilarious. Doesn't work underwater, of course. Then we have this here, which makes armors better. It has an area effect of 5+, and this means for above the level that's needed, it's more like 9. So this is, of course, funny. Okay, we don't need all this shit then. He can of course power himself even more up with earth power. Water power is something he can't use over water. But now this means if I'm giving him temper armors, he can basically get 10 units at once. Well, area of effect is of course the square, so it's even more. It could be up to 50 units, or only 10, depending on how large the unit in question is. Strength of Giants, and sadly no plus bonus, so it's not really that useful now. Then Gift of Giant Strength, area of effect 3+, yes, simple. At 10 this would mean something like, math. 8 or something? God, I am the worst the worst. But of course, since we have our stupid idiots, it's of course useful to... Nope. Tempo armor, gift of giant strength, tempo armors, and gift of giant strength. And it's very possible that after the script runs out, he immediately starts raining down falling frost, which I wouldn't mind. I just want to give my little Frogese a little staying power on the battlefield. Every little bit helps. And next turn we are in range to and will attack into Bidra. And then probably into the Cloud Breakers. Also funny, yeah, these guys are slow as fuck. The mages are already here. So now let's see. Yeah, we're still trying to get some level 3 last minute spellcasters in here. Otherwise, it's just buffing. Can I add another one? Nope, the stupid recruitment points aren't enough. But I can put in another frog. So... could probably put those also in different units. The thing is, of course, one of these guys can now be a prophet, since another level 4 even priest is back here. Let's look at the money side of things. I'm still... Oh yeah, of course. I already have one of these Lord Agner. This guy. He can now get those units. And I can rejigger things now. After I boosted those guys. Enough of those, we need more frogs with spears. Oh, I have holy points for more poison frogs. Yeah, but too many resources, so we need spear guys. Yeesh. Of course, I can always try to combine the frogs of 2 different fortresses, so... like, I have all those chef recruited in the other fortress, so maybe I don't need too many spear frogs in this fortress. Yeah, let's keep it like this and rethink things. Now I have Murkuhuls here, because I need mages and researchers. So we can keep on researching here. So the main frog strength arrives next turn. And then I'll rejigger things here. But yeah, I keep forgetting this. One of these guys has to be a prophet now. And I think I go with this guy because he has a lot of hit points and protection. And is an army leader. So he's already there. So Voltan, you have of course a silly name. So let's give you a more appropriate name. And of course, fuck. I copied this name, I'm fairly sure, but of course Dominions is sometimes a bit strange about copying text from somewhere else. Zakaton Cenote, can I remember this? Fuck. Okay. Fuck. Ah. Oh, yeah, of course. This is Dominion 6. I guess accent signs aren't allowed, because normally it should be above the O. But I guess I can't. Well, then this is Zacatan Quinote now, named after a great sinkhole in Mexico that's filled with water. Perfect for amphibians, I think. And now it's Zacatan Quinote. You will be promoted to prophet. The next turn, this huge army is ready to rumble and... Okay, this is cute. So Ulm is expanding the palisades into a real fortress. That's nice. But he's also recruiting fish people, and the only reason for that is probably to go under the water. Considering he left Bitra completely abandoned and seems to be mostly unconcerned with what's going on nearby, I'm guessing he wants to go into Lake Fortune. Which I guess I don't really mind. I mean, I want to invade him. And it's not like Asphodel can go there, since Cloudbreakers are ceded to me, and then we have Scaleria here in the way. So I can't just walk in there at my leisure. And now getting a throne province? Hey, that's fucking cool, man. Now that's not independent, and we can take it from our enemy. Hopefully before Pirene notices Ulm collapsing. I mean, the war hasn't started yet, but next turn Asphodel will attack, and then one turn later we will follow. Oh, another funny thing. A Knight army attacked and took this province from Abysia, but we'll leave Abysia to their own thing. Pythium is of course steamrolling everything here. Man is a little bit active, but yeah, it looks like Abysia was too slow. If they had just stayed here, they could have keep hold of one or two provinces, but nope. Abysia is winning here very heavily. And we of course have this guy standing around here, and I guess he can at least preach a bit. I'm putting all my money in warfare, but of course as soon as we start winning, I can scale back my mage recruiting and troop recruiting for my necessary build-ups. For remembrance, we have a temple here, but we didn't get the money yet to put a lab there. And of course in Mu there are at least 3 different buildings. 3 different buildings. The fortress upgrades, and of course lab and temple. I'm counting. Completely forgot apparently to put down some defense here. Everything else is at 10, and of course the province where I want to build something, it's at 0. Well, that's it. The battle plan commences soon. Prophetizing is on the way. Research is going strongly still for one more turn, then it will crater, regrettably. Then we had Dominions -2 because a sectarian movement showed up. Oh, I hate those. War has broken out. Unrest in population. Wow, that's 1,590 leave and... no, 2,150 leave and 1,590 die. Unbelievable how much bad luck I have, even with luck scales. Holy shit, I can never take misfortune scale, that would kill me. And in Abysia, Abysia got my scout. Interestingly, since I'm napping with Abysia in-game, this earlier caused a lot of trouble when the in-game non-aggression pact system was even more new. Because if something like this happened between people at peace, both armies would just run away from each other, which of course meant if it was between a scout and an army, then the army would dissolve itself, possibly even losing units of commanders if they couldn't get away safely into friendly provinces, and one side would just lose their scout. It was very annoying, and as we've seen, this was fixed. Now a single scout can just troublesome blow up entire army of your nominal allies, which is fine. And our nap is still holding, so we should be good. Still, I don't want to know what happens if entire armies clash like this. The fix will only mention small bumps, I guess. So now we have an assassin with poisonous skin. We should give him some more equipment though, since our early game experiments showed that, well, fuck, they are not very good all on their own. Well, we probably should wait until we have some more to forge. Construction level 5 and all that. But yeah, we got our first thematic rename. Far too late. I'm sometimes so fucking stupid. And next turn, the Great War can commence. Well, let's see if Asphodel attacks like promised. Next turn, the Bluini out. Ah shit, double turn. And we are back, and this time I remember to use the pause function in my recording software. So I don't have to cut unnecessarily here while I'm staring sadly at the screen and the game turns. So this time we have more research, a dire portent, unethically sourced enemy girls, the maker of Mountain, King of the Graves armor, and so on, has proclaimed that the oak, ah yes, the holy oak that gives you some gems of the nature rarity. Neat. And we of course declare that Sakadan Kidote is now the prophet of Fountain, Minnesota. A sinkhole under a sinkhole. Perfect. The road is doomed. Another event in Datan. I think that's now, what, 3 events in 2 turns? That's a lot. Dominion +3, a festival in our honor. In Utter Deep, diarrhea, which means defense is collapsing. This explains, I probably just didn't see this last time. So let's upgrade province defense again, because nothing is more annoying than losing a province because the province created behind defense created behind your back. And yeah, it looks like this is about to go badly for Armorius Maximus. The Romans here. Oh, the army is staying there. Possibly, is my guess, because they need a leader there to build a fortress and claim and all that shit. So anyway, I thought we wanted to attack. Well, maybe he forgot. Of course, we're also are functionally blind over here. So it could just be... wait. Let's try to avoid the good old patrolling troops in fortresses. Of course, now I have to deal with all this mess. This guy is still magicking it up because I need more magic gems to lose. 106, that's nice. Means we can forge some shit later. So, this is the army now ready here. And since my pretender is coming with us, I don't even need to do this weird thing where I need priests just to bless our troops. Because I have found Minnesota with us. And now I'm kind of finishing this up. And our... oh yeah, of course, if I'm using him as a mage, it doesn't mean he will attack forward. So now I have those guys here to keep the enemy busy until my dump asses of the poison variety arrive. And that's a bit unwieldy. Let's give him these guys and then this guy here. And since you are now staying here, you can go here and here. You are less useful, so let's take those guys away and shuffle them here. Okay, that's kind of adorable. The others, however, stay here. 41, 40. Okay, that makes not much difference. So now, Fount Minnesota has his own guardians here. And there is now also mage support of this army. So I hope this is enough poison frog power here. Attack skill, defense skill, yeah. I probably need all the magic powers I can get. Mine go hard. I have to be careful because Master Smiths can do a lot of damage. I guess I have to hope that our numerical superiority and our mage support of one big mage is big enough to skew our way. And the scout, I guess, has to stay here just so I can ping the fortress later. Now this mess, this is a lot. They all have to be combined into one huge army. Yeah, not enough. I need at least 2 earth or 3 water. Ugh. God. Oh, this will an interesting approach in insanity here. So this should be everything I need here. Those insane assholes, of course. Oh wow, I somehow managed to recruit different types of idiot frogs here. So since I can have 3 squadrons here, let's create... Fuck, what am I doing? What I'm doing here is trying to create several big squads. So if the enemy kills some of those, they're not immediately all gone if the survivors run away. This, of course, a short bow. So let's fire at archers, I suppose, hoping for a good hit. Too bad they only have bows. That means if their damage is probably not doing much against the enemy. Okay, that's funny, but probably not. No. So let's do this so I can hit a lot of things at the same time. And after this, there are our stupid idiots with the frogs with spears. After this, yeah, okay. Now I can, I guess, switch to Divine Blessing. And you can stay here, safely behind everyone. And then on the troop end, yeah, this is the third one. Yeah, I can stay. Makes sense. Then we have this huge block of superpowered evil frogs. I hope they're poisoned enough. They come late into the game. Maybe I should put my mages not all in the same big blob, since Ulm is not about flyers who could interfere with my mages, but more about flinging magical rocks through the air via a spell called Blade Wind. The only drawback of Blade Wind is it doesn't really do too much damage, and well, to be fair, it can be really hurtful, but its main thing is I better show you. Research, evocation, earth, Blade Wind, range, okay. Casting time fairly fast, and it shoots out 50 plus objects that count as iron attacks, bad for elves, doesn't work underwater, and it does just 14 slash damage. So those 14 will be reduced by armor normally, but slash damage means if there is anything left, then those flying blade rocks will start cutting off limbs left and right. So of course our dump frogs will have something like 3 or 4 damage points a lot of the time, which will then turn into something like 4 or 5. So those 14 damage won't immediately kill everyone, but a Master Smith has something like level 2 in Earth, which they can turn into level 3, and then they can spam this spell a lot, and that's a lot of damage coming our range. Could also use Earthquake, but of course that hurts the onside too. I guess we have to hope they aren't using Earthquake in a kind of emergency situation, because if you have lots of gem, you can of course overcast, and if you have a level 2 caster who turns himself into a level 3 caster, you might pull this off. Just the giant fatigue costs might stop this if you don't start with level 3 at first. And of course it depends how much research he has. I'm just kind of assuming that he should have Blade Wind. If he doesn't, then this is basically easy mode. Magma Eruption is an other neat spell that does a lot of magic damage, extra hurtful, and blunt damage. Which is extremely deadly against our frogs because it sometimes hits the head, and since we don't have helmets, this means the full damage is applied and then 25% come on top of it. None of our frogs can survive this. Basically, we hope that our mages are better than his mages, and at least we have some of them. Not as many combat mages as I like, but our backups, our dedicated throwers, are a bit hard to get if I can just recruit one every other turn. At least I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them, almost like the 8 smiths I have seen over here. And if he has some more here, I hope we can prevent them from joining up by invading now. So let's be careful here, because now we have to do this. Anything you'd like to say? Well, there is nothing I could link up or something, it's just Falling Frost forever. Area of effect is of course huge. Precision is a bit unimportant at that, and they have insane range. And they do magic damage, cold damage. Sadly, it's not armor piercing. Oh, it is. Well, fuck. Never mind then. I keep forgetting it is. And it's adds a lingering cloud of coldness. So let's do this. There's of course rain. I could cast it because it's cheap and it makes fire spells harder to cast. Fatigue cost goes up 50% by using fire spells, which I think should include Magma Eruption. And any clouds created by fire spells will dissipate faster. Flying incurs double fatigue, which is not as important, I guess. Except for our stupid assholes, but that doesn't matter. They're just bats with a club. They will probably all be dead anyway before they can go down. So let's do it like this. Since I don't really need rain that often, I will just script for Falling Frost. Just Falling Frost, Falling Frost, Falling Frost. Make sure that nothing is overcasted, and then test here to see what I have and haven't scripted. So that slot is free. 5 by me, so I can do Control 5, and yes. It worked. Now I can give at first everyone who has enough water spells to cast this shit. Yeah, that's instant. It of course doesn't work if you don't have level 3. The funny thing is, if I give these guys a shitload of water gems, they could still overcast Falling Frost. But we need at least some mages for something else. Anyway, this way I can see where the blunt objects are. Because those red mages are then our buffers to improve our army's look on the battlefield. So now let's go up here and go to the first backup with level 4, because this guy then can cast rain. Simply to make life shittier for fire mages, and those smiths can sometimes have fire, I think. Do I have something else? Well, not exactly. There are of course the winter wards, which we don't need because we need protection against fire or shit. Something like that. Water elementals, well, I have only the smaller versions. isn't really useful right now. School of Sharks, fucking hell. Nope. Yeah, the only thing I can do is maybe do this here. And I don't really need to put this into some kind of fancy script, because it's just something I do, so yeah, I keep repeating myself. So next script up is buffing, and this means we get to see Earth power again. So now it's level 3 mage. So what I'm now doing is, let's see. Oh, I keep forgetting. What goes around comes around, right? The thing is, of course, Earth. Well, I can now use Blade Wind as soon as they turn into level 3 casters. Problem, of course, is this 14 damage attack will probably just be how to put this? It will just probably bounce off their armors. But what can we do then if Blade Winding the Blade Winder's back doesn't work, because they aren't saddled with shitty frogs and their super armors? Well, yeah, of course we can use temper armors, which at level 3 at least will cover 6 of those tiny squares on the battlefield, in which we can squeeze a lot of frogs in, of course. And then we can make them stronger so they do more damage. This is Gift of Giant Strength, which hits 3, or in this case then 4. Then we repeat the stuff, because there is more than just 5 little squares worth of our people on the battlefield. Rust Mist, of course, is something interesting. A level 5 cloud means it will take something like at least 5 turns to dissipate. And the rain is, of course, a bit faster. Corrosive Mists. That's interesting. And of course risky, because we also have armors and shit, and I really don't want to see what happens if we put this in front of our own troops and it turns out some of them are vulnerable. Probably our poison frog sacreds, because that would be a great luck. So let's stay on topic here. I need to do this, and of course I know that 6 is free, so Control 6 gives me the ability now give this buffing script to our others, and this should be more than enough to buff most of the troops on our battlefield. And after that they'll probably start chain casting Blade Wind, because I know this game by now. And that's it. Hold and attack rear. Yeah, they will probably all die immediately. But if they can get to the mages, they can do some damage with their stupid obsidian swords. So, we did all our preparations now. There is nothing we can do now instead of hoping for the best. So the invasion begins. Our main army strikes at Delka, our smaller army at Bitra. And as total, I guess, attacks at some point. I mean, they had something like 800 around, and now it's 370. So they have to go somewhere, I suppose. God, we are far too blind here. They could sit in Obokta and we wouldn't know it. Can I recruit at least some? Nope. Our assassins are only for the capital, I suppose. So Xibalba doesn't have scouts. Yeah, I guess our bad people are the scouts, but since we didn't start underground, we can't recruit them since they are cave only. Oh great, this game. So I'm guessing these guys will now rush back here. Because if we want to get nasty, we can just, keep moving, because then we can catch them off guard. Next turn they will notice we are coming and probably rush back and be somewhere in the packwoods or something. If the car gets stuck in the forest, however... Oh wait, I'm stupid. Can immediately go between. While there are, of course, Black Knights everywhere, if you can destroy the smaller army up there, they are already halfway there. If I can get those blacksmiths deleted, this means he can then just turn around and fuck shit up. Oh, I completely forgot we don't have any money now, since I spent it all on frivolous shit like more mages and so stuff. Well, okay, Oman, you don't need wool then, I've decided, but Xibalba needs some. Yeah, so, now things look more sane. Oh, our belief in Found Minnesota isn't as big as I thought it was. The entire underwater world believes in other gods. Fucking heretics. And Darton. Darton is concerning with the amount of dumb shit happening here. We even gained a laboratory at some point. Well, fuck. Anyway, this is it. The war begins. Xibalba out.